Good morning, Americans and humans. This is your favorite alien here on the morning of Tuesday, March 2nd, or Wednesday, March 2nd, 2022. Stand by for commentary. Well, today's commentary is the survival of the human race. Depends on two things. One, impose a no-fly zone over Ukraine. And two, order Putin to take that convoy out of the Kiev area and back to Russia and withdraw. And the reason for this is if you do not do this and Ukraine gets absorbed by Russia, he won't stop there and you guys will have World War III anyway. But the thing to do is to impose that no-fly zone, stop all sales of Russian energy to nations, and notify China to tell Russia to back off. Because it's not in their interest to back Russia in this endeavor. China knows better. For all his weaknesses, President Xi of China is a very smart man and understands that nuclear war is something he can't win. Putin doesn't care about winning or losing a nuclear war. Xi wants to have a stake in whatever it is. Communism will survive, yes, for another 7 or 8 decades. You have no choice about that. But you must change the way you Europeans and Americans and the Western nations do business. Capitalism is not working either. You got to find a new source of energy, which you have in the solar system. Just go to the asteroid belt and Mars. You got elements there that you don't know about that are there. But will you? No, because you don't have a concerted effort between the United Nations countries. The NATO countries should be formed into a human culture. Got to get rid of your militaries. Form one military to make China understand that nation states are a way of the past. And territories are a way of the past. Until you figure this out, Americans and humans, you are going to go through World War III and you will lose. And you'll get destroyed by your arch enemy who comes in 2065. You must put a stop to the Russian aggression and the Chinese way of doing business and tell the Chinese, you can still exist, you can still have your territory. We know we can't control you. But eventually you're going to have to change on your terms to us, not on our terms to you. Because you'll have no choice but to change. Either that or find a new planet where you can have your choice of doing business. Okay? That is the only way you can do it. It's going to take a lot of sacrifices from the European nations, from the Americans, and other nations around the planet. But if you want a peaceful planet, and you must also eliminate oil eventually. You can't have oil. That is the way of the past. But you can't do it like President Biden and the Democrats are trying to do it. That is a guarantee for World War III. What do you say, Americans? You've heard both sides of the State of the Union last night. And the State of the Union is so fragile, it's not even funny, and both sides are wrong. They don't even have an inkling of what's going on. Democrats or Republicans, conservatives or liberals. But in order to stop World War III, you need to put a very handed thing to Putin, because the Russians will stop him. If you put a no-fly zone, give him the ultimatum that he has to withdraw that column, he has to withdraw his forces to Russia, and then he has to answer to his own people. I wouldn't go and say, oh, well, you got war crimes against Putin here. This is war crimes against Russia. The Russian people have to answer this. Are they willing to have Putin as their leader? Are the oligarchs really? Just keep the money pressure on Russia until they come up with the right thing, which is change the way they do business. And tell China that Taiwan is off limits. Their territory, they can do whatever they want to their people, because that's the way you have your planet. But outside their territory, no way, Jose. Same with Russia. Outside their territory, they can't do anything. They're still a nation state. If they want to join the community of nations, that's up to them. But you guys won't do that because you still got watermelons for brains. This is your favorite alien with today's commentary. Good day.